Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Friday Favorites and Flops, and I wasn't planning on filming this video today. I'm already getting close to the camera. I like to lean in when I'm really excited. I'm wearing my sweatpants, I'm wearing a comfy shirt, so I was just like, you know what? Well, I was gonna film another video, but then I wasn't like feeling the video, and I was like, you know what, I have my favorites. I typically film my favorites on Thursdays, but since I haven't filmed a Friday Favorites in a couple of weeks, or like maybe 2 weeks, I decided that since I had all my favorites, I know what they are. So now I know what my favorites are. These are the products I've been wearing, because you better believe it, even though you think you wouldn't wear makeup up to the hospital, I was wearing makeup up to the hospital. It was like the one thing. I would get ready in the morning, I would do my makeup. I knew I was going to be gone all day, so I wanted to take some trusty products. So I did film a haul with this strobe cream from MAC. This is not a new product to me, however, they released a full line of strobe creams with different colors. So this is a new shade. It's called Peachlite. Now I've been mixing this with my foundations for years, but this is the new shade and I've been mixing it with my foundation this whole past week, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The foundation I've been mixing it with is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I don't use this as a concealer just because I don't find that it kind of gets a little bit dry and crepey under my under eye, so I like to go in with a different concealer, not using the foundation for that. However, the coverage is amazing, so if you do want to use it for that, you can, if you really moisturize your under eyes maybe. I have the color Light Beige 03. I do have to say that the shade range is not very wide, but I really love the wear of this foundation, and I like it mixed with this because it just gives a really nice luminous glow. I am wearing it today, however my makeup is like 6 hours old, but you know, you live, and I want you to see what my makeup looks like after it's been worn and broken down, and maybe that will tell you what it looks like 6 hours later. So this just has like this luminosity. I don't know if you can see that peach shift to it, but a beautiful luminosity. So I put that down first. Now what you can do is a little squirt of that and a little squirt of this and mix them together. That's the way I use a lot of illuminating products when I'm mixing them with foundation. But for the strobe cream, I love to put it down on my face, just the strobe cream. I let it sink in a little bit, and then I apply the foundation on top. This foundation has a pump. It has really nice coverage. I think I've talked about it before, but I just really wanted to talk about it again because that is how much I've been loving it. This shade is a little touch too dark for me, but the shade below it is too light. So we're just gonna go with this one. I blend it in. I try and, you know, massage it into my neck area to get that blend real nice. But I love the coverage, and I love these two mixed together for that glow, and then this stays a really long time. It has a really good wear time. So this is what I wore. I almost dropped it. This is the combo I wore up to the hospital. Also, this is just the combo that I've been loving in the past 2 weeks because I find it gives that really beautiful life to the skin at the same time it's wearing. I don't find that this breaks my foundation down or anything. However, if you are a very oily person, I don't recommend this because it does give a lot of dew to the face, and I think if you are oily, you wouldn't like the look of it. So this is probably for dry to normal skin, or normal to dry skin, however you want to say it. Okay, so those are my 2 skin favorites. I'm gonna go with my 2 lip favorites for the week. I have loved, okay, so I was at the hospital, my sister-in-law pulled out this lip gloss. This is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip, and she was putting it on. I was like, what color is that? What is that? And she was like, oh, it's a Colourpop gloss. And I'm like, did I give you this? Like, because, you know, sometimes I give family members makeup. She's like, no, but I saw it on your channel and I ordered it. And I was like, well, what color is it? And so she said it was Finders Keepers. So I dug Finders Keepers out. It's what I'm wearing today. It's such a pretty, like, mauve gloss. So I really, really love this. And it is, like, glossy, but it still has pretty decent pigmentation. Gives that beautiful color. Really nice gloss. I find it wears really well on my lips. It's not sticky or tacky, but it does have the longevity that I'm looking for. I don't mind a sticky or tacky gloss, so that's never a deal breaker for me, but I love this because it just gives enough color, has that slightly like mauve-ish color, a little bit more than if I wanted to wear a nude lip. This is like a step up, a really pretty wearable pinky purple mauve shade. So I've been loving that. Also, I've been wearing a lot of like burnt orange eyes. I went through a huge cool tone look, so I'm either going all the way cool tone or all the way to like straight up orange. True story, because I have polar opposites for my eye favorites, because I've been one day wearing straight orange eyeshadow, which I want to do a tutorial on my next favorite with this lip color because I've been loving this look. But anyways, when I'm wearing my straight up orange warm tone look, I'm wearing this Smashbox. This is Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Outloud. Dana gave me this because she was decluttering it, and I was like, I want to try that lipstick. If you're going to get rid of it, I would love that color. This is a beautiful burnt orange color. I love it. It reminds me a lot of Ofra's Miami Fever. That was in collaboration with Kathleen. And this reminds me a lot of that. I think this has more, I don't know, very, very similar colors. So if you have the other, you might not want to get this, but I've just been loving the formula of these and really liking how long they wear on my lips. So that has been a favorite, and I'll show you now what I've been wearing these cool tone lip colors, more mauve lip color, and this like orangey brick color with, because like I said, I'm going polar opposites. Today I'm wearing like cool tone on the eyes, but yesterday I wore super orange in that lip color. So it's either or for me, and let me show you what those either ors are. For really warm tone, I've pulled out the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. This just released. When I first got this, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I'm not gonna use that as much, because I'm not like one to really like play with super amount of color. I'm not. I mean, let's be real. I don't experiment very much. However, this is gorgeous. So I don't know what video it was. Maybe it was Desi Perkins, and I saw her using, maybe it wasn't her. It was someone who used a yellow in the crease, and it was like in combination with I think it was her, an orange shade. And I was like, and she used this yellow, and I was like, that looks great, because it almost gives that almost like pukey color in the crease, which is super, it looks gross, but it looks amazing in your crease. It just gives this like gorgeous warmth. So I have been wearing this shade Calavera, and it is super pigmented yellow shade. Love it. And then this shade Alchemy and this shade Warning right here. So these are like the two really warm shades. One is like a burgundy, one is more of like an orange. These shades together on the eye with like MAC Gimme Sun in my crease. So I do Gimme Sun, then I do this yellow shade, and then I do this shade all over my lid, and then this more orange like in the crease where I'm meeting this burgundy shade, and then my crease color, I kind of just put that a little bit in the transition. These shades together make the prettiest. These are super duper pigmented, really great palette. So I was like, oh my goodness, this palette is amazing, and I didn't really know how fun it could be to play with the color. You don't have to be extreme. If you use a few of these shades incorporated within looks, it makes a really beautiful look. So loving this palette. Didn't think I would, but I think I want to, I'm just gonna get a baby wipe some of my swatches off. I think I want to film a look with that because I really like it, and it's very fall appropriate. It's very like Thanksgiving-y, so maybe I'll wear that on Thanksgiving. I'll film that look, put it up this weekend as an option for a Thanksgiving look, or maybe I'll put it up Monday or something, because I really love the way that it kind of all kumbayas comes together for that warm look. Now let me talk about the cool look. For the cool look, I pulled out this palette this week. I got this in my BoxyCharm box. BoxyCharm is basically like, can I get a what? Because they sent the most amazing box this month. It had a highlighter, a really nice pencil brush. It had a beautiful lip color, and then this palette. This 9-pan palette is like Mauve Lover's Delight. it has some of the most gorgeous shades. So I have this shade in my crease, this shade in my inner corner, this shade all over my lid, and then that's all I used. I did a very light look today because quite frankly I wasn't planning on filming. But I've been loving this palette. If you do want to see a look with this palette, my friend Cassie from Shades of Cassie just did a great video. She did an unboxing and used all of the products in her unboxing from her BoxyCharm. She used them all on her face. So if you want to see a really beautiful look, check out her video. But I think I might film a look on this because it's beautiful. So I have this shade all over my crease, which is a beautiful like mauve sparkly shade. It has some silver sparkles in it. And then this shade is all over my crease, which is a really nice matte sort of taupey transition shade. And then, like I said, this one is my highlight. But it goes, I mean, this palette is just beautiful. Let me swatch some more shades. This is another like highlight shade right here, even more bright and pigmented right down there. And then I kind of want to swatch this like matte burgundy shade. Oh baby, oh baby. So I've really been giving this a whirl. I've been doing sort of simple looks with it. I do want to branch out and use this bottom row and incorporate it in because this week I've just been using these top 2 rows to create looks. So I'm going to dabble in the bottom row. Let me know if you guys want a tutorial. But in the meantime, check out my friend Cassie's channel because I know she did a really beautiful tutorial. If you are someone who gets the BoxyCharm box, oh, you know what is a favorite, but I didn't even bring it in here. The Double Gleam highlight, an extra dimension highlight from MAC. I showed it in a haul. It's the pressed version. It's so beautiful. If you can get your hands on it, it's in the permanent collection, so it should be in stock. But it's the highlight I'm wearing. It's super duper pigmented. Warning, I went ham on it and then I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna leave it. So hopefully some of it's worn off by now, but I can still see my highlight in the viewfinder, so that tells me that it probably didn't. So it probably looks like I have a lot of highlight on, and I do. So there's that. Okay, have not had a flop in a really long time, but if you watched my haul video from my Sephora VIB haul, I had lash issues. In the very beginning, I said I would include the lash disappointing glue in my Friday video. So here it is. This is called Lock On Lash Super Bonding Latex Free Adhesive Invisible Clear. Now, I got this in my, I think I said a BeautyCon, but I meant to say the makeup show bag. This was someone, I think James Vincent said this was one of his favorites. I'm like, you lie, because this does not, I'm not kidding. I don't think he's a liar. I'm just saying didn't work for me though. I don't know if I just can't get it to work for me because I'm like, how is this your favorite? Because you're amazing and I'm sure you know what awesome products are, but I'm just thinking this might have been a brand that donated to the bag, because this literally, you know how sometimes when you wear lashes, you put them on and when you rip them off, they still have a little bit of glue on them that you have to pick off. And that sometimes if you're gonna put them back in like the container that they came in, you can just set them there and that little bit of adhesive keeps them on the thing. Not this. This literally leaves no residue behind, but that's also how it is on your eyes. You put it on, you let it dry, but it never really gets fully tacky. It doesn't even get like sticky. Honestly, quite frankly, I don't know how my lashes even stay on with it, because it doesn't even get to the point where like if I'm putting them on, I could literally just lift them right off, and I'm sticking them and like moving them around and like the corners are already lifting up. So I peel them off. I put even more, like tons of product on there, and then it still is like it literally, it's invisible. Yeah, it says it's invisible as in color, but it's like invisible as in the product is literally like, where did it go? And it dries invisible as in it doesn't even work. So it's like it's not even, it's like you didn't even put it there. It evaporates. It's gone. Because I take my eyelashes off and it like doesn't even, I mean literally I could just be like, and my lash would come right off. It doesn't even, like, you know how sometimes you're like, and you're like, oh my gosh, is my eyeliner still there? No problem, girl. Your eyeliner is still there if you wear this, because it didn't even touch it. Your lashes are like on there and a little bit of a breeze could pop them right off. So don't buy that lash glue. If you have it, if you got it in the, if you were one of the beauty people who went to the bag, like Leslie and Ashley, if you girls are watching this, lip gloss Leslie and Texas Mommy of Boys, don't even bother using that because literally it doesn't work. And if you had a different experience, then go ahead and leave your comment down below, but I'm telling you, that's the worst lash glue I've ever used. So that's it for my Friday favorites and flops. Hopefully you guys had an amazing week. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe to me if you aren't already, that way you don't miss a video. If you are subscribed to me and you don't want to miss a video, click the little bell button because right next to the subscribe, because that's going to give you an alert. It'll send you an email whenever I have an upload so you won't miss anything. Not that you, well, I hope you do care. So I was gonna say not that you care, but I mean, like, I hope you care. So if you're gonna do it, please care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Mwah.